Alright, boom. So I want to do a review on this film, Injustice, the film portrayal of the famous video game. Some reasons being known more as a comic book, but it started off as a video game. A very good fighting video game out of the DC universe. As we all know, the plot deals with Joker killing Lois Lane, a pregnant Lois Lane, and also destroying Gotham. Superman turning bad, becoming ruler of the earth. Now this movie, let's say, capture half of the essence of the video game, even the comic book. But this movie, I do not like this movie. Usually DC does well with the animated movies, very well, probably more handled well more than the let's say live action counterparts. But this one I did not like. I'm not gonna go through the whole entire movie reviewing it. This is almost a year later now. I know I always wanted to get to it, but I just never got to it for some reason. I don't know why. So pardon me. I apologize for not getting to it sooner. But there was one thing that bothered me. There was a couple of things that bothered me. There was one thing that bothered me during this entire movie. Maybe it's just me, but it was Batman's portrayal. In the beginning of this movie, we got the whole ambience, the whole notion that Batman and Superman are like best buds. We get it, right? But Batman, he's Batman for most of this movie. Now all of a sudden, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this movie already, if you haven't seen this movie, stop this video and go on HBO Max, if you have HBO Max, and go watch Injustice. After Dick Grayson died at the hands of his own son, Damian Wayne, on accident, Bruce Wayne becomes different. As we all know, he mourns the death of Dick Grayson. That's almost like a son to him. But after the appearance of Catwoman in this film, Bruce gets really weird, especially towards the end of this film. After the defeat of Superman via Superman from Earth 1, via Lois Lane from a different multi-universe, I don't even know where she's from, pregnant Lois Lane, Superman, bad Superman, comes to his senses, right? He comes to his senses that he has gone totally crazy, because at this time he's already murdered the Joker, murdered a bunch of kids because they, I guess, see Joker as a hero of whatever sorts. He has murdered plenty of other people on Earth if they didn't do his bidding. He's been corrupted by Ra's al Ghul, Batman's, well, he can't really, I don't think he ever married Talia in this universe, but Batman's, let's say, father-in-law, if you want to say that, and he's gone crazy. So he comes to his senses after all of that and decides that he needs to be jailed, put on arrest. Well, I don't know about for the rest of his life, but he agrees that he's gone too far by the end of this, after Lois Lane realizes that, tells him that he's gone too far. So Batman, all of a sudden, there's time for new beginnings. Well, let's let Batman say it.
What's gotten into you?
Seriously, like, why is he looking like that?
Ain't it, Chief? That's what I would have told you!
That scene was so cringe. Why was Batman staring at her like that without smiling? It was just weird to me. It was unfathomable to my senses. I don't know what was going on. But anyways, that wasn't the only part, but that part was the most jarring for me. I don't know. It was just off to me. But anyways, the rest of this movie, man. The rest of this movie was just runny dog bantha voodoo. It was just not great. It was just the game. I don't know what DC animation, like the storyline, not the storyline, but the, what we call them, the writers, the storyboards. I don't know what they was thinking back there. They couldn't. Maybe they just thought, oh, everybody would know the story because they played the video game or read the comic book. But it's just like, this movie was not it. It just didn't do it for me. It was lazy. It was depressing. I don't like the animation. The animation was terrible, especially on Wonder Woman. If you get my drift. But
oh my!
Everybody got killed. Let's see. Shazam was killed in the first video game. I think he was. He got his brain fried by Superman. But Flash got killed. Hawkman got dead. Cyborg got his head, face ripped off. Green Arrow got killed. Jonathan Kent got killed. Dick Grayson got killed. I don't know why they changed Dick Grayson to Dead Man, but I guess. Just everybody got freaking clapped in this movie. It's like every other person. I don't know what happened to Huntress. She was in this movie. She had an unspeaking role. This movie just was not it for me. I'm sorry. Superman killing kids because, yeah, this was a low point in DC animation. I hope they learn from the mistakes with this one, but we shall see. But yeah, yeah. We'll just leave it as.
This ain't it, Chief. That's what I would have told you.
Subscribe.